It's a beautiful morning here on the Homosassa River. Looks like we're gonna have nice weather all day. What do we have in store today?
Well, Brandon, we're starting to get into those fall patterns a little bit. Those fish are slowly starting to trickle in that backcountry. So we're gonna move to a nice little piece just north of the Homosassa River and see if we can't get on some topwater this morning and go from there.
Sounds awesome, I'm ready for it.
Let's do it, brother.
So this week I'm in Homosassa, Florida with Captain Brian Sawyer, Old South angler. I always enjoy coming to the Homosassa River and fishing this area. It's an awesome zone for trout, redfish, and snook, especially the way he likes to fish. The inshore game, sight fishing, basically any way you want to catch him, he can catch them. Today's game plan is to go look for some redfish and snook in the backcountry between Homosassa and Crystal River.
Oh, there he comes. There he is. A little trout or a little snook?
Looks like a little trout.
That's weird.
But it could be a snook. No, it's a little red.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm both wrong.
Both wrong. I thought it was a trout.
I've been a full-time guide in Homosassa for 5 years. I had a previous job where I was a part-time guide, saving money, you know, getting stuff paid off. So when I went full-time, you know, I'd be secure and set, and you know, no one gonna come take my boat from me or take my stuff from me. So, you know, I try to go that route with it. All right, get him back in there. Go catch Daddy up there. That wasn't a bad one, buddy.
Nope.
It's all right way to start the day, but we're gonna get into some bigger fish for sure.
So today it was still pretty warm outside. I think we hit high 80s, but we're getting the cooler nights, which is gonna push those fish further back in the creeks and give you better opportunity to sight fish them with topwaters or little paddle tails or anything like that. So that's really what we focused on, was trying to get those sight fish to bite early this morning before we transitioned out to the outer islands.
Well, we knew there was 2 or 3 big ones in here, buddy. They just missed the plug.
Yep, they not quite committing yet this morning, but
nope.
As the tide gets lower, it should get better, being able to see them.
It's tough for that redfish to get that plug in his mouth in that shallow water because he's got to come all the way up. Our game plan going in today was definitely early morning top water. As that tide fell, we were going to get into those tailing fish.
Oh my God. Got him.
Yes, sir. That's a good.
Mounded it and just absolutely choked it.
Nice work, buddy.
There's actually a big group of them, I feel like. Big fish too. Beautiful fish. He absolutely inhaled it.
I specialize in fly fishing for tarpon, generally late April, May, June, end of July. I do all kinds of fishing though, live bait, artificial, really what anyone wants to do. Primarily concentrate on the tarpon at that time, but I love fishing every different style, every different species that's inshore.
Don't get much better than that.
Dude, that's a nice one, brother.
Oh, yeah. That's a way to start it off.
There you go, brother. Nice work,
nice
man.
Fish.
He inhaled that top
Ate
water
it
too.
head first.
Look at that.
Nice work.
Yeah, nice work, Bubba. Seriously.
So most of the morning we spent throwing topwaters and lost a lot of fish. We had some monster blow-ups. We connected with a few, but we lost way more than we connected with. Got him.
Nice work, B. Of course, we'd connect on a jack out here. Missed 11 bites, and one gets a hold of it.
It's jack.
It's jack.
So the tide was getting a little high. We had to make a transition We shot out to the outside, grabbed a few live baits, worked our way to the outside islands, and it was game on. The rest of the afternoon was action-packed with a ton of redfish and snook.
There he is.
How far did you cast? Good ways?
Yeah, he's a good one, man. Right? That's it, that's money. Maybe a little less. So this time of year starts to become my favorite time of year because fish start to move into the backcountry. Redfish, snook, they start to slowly get into that middle section between the fresh and the salt. And you know, it's super clear water, you know, long turtle grass, you got tail and redfish, you got fish in bushes, you got fish in sawgrass. It all kind of comes together. You know, the tides aren't super high, they get low, and it makes for great sight fishing, great artificial, great fly fishing. All that really is my cup of tea, so I really enjoy guiding that and fishing it on my own. Feels like a redfish.
Nice one.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to swing, come around the front side here or the back, either one.
I'm gonna come around the front.
Okay. Do you have any friends?
Nope. This is a good one, B.
Nice. Oh yeah, bruiser.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Beautiful fish.
Heck yeah, B. That's a good one, man.
That's what you're going to Christian River in Homosassa for right there.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful top slot fish, plus 27 incher.
What we've been looking for today.
Sight fishing got really challenging with the overcast and the little bit of wind. We couldn't really see much. We had a lot of blowups and couldn't make it work, but we moved out here to the outside and you can see it paid off big time. Beautiful fish.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's let her go and get back in there. So when we moved out there to live bait fish, we got on a really good school of reds. We were catching doubles and basically catching them almost every cast.
Got another nice one on, buddy. A little smaller, but he'll do it.
There we go, starting to get some bites now. Top of that outgoing tide.
Yes, sir.
This time of year, if you're on these pristine grass flats of Homosassa and Christian River, you see hundreds of thousands of pinfish in the grass. So when you hook that pinfish on, it really is acting like one of the wounded ones in the group, and that will really trigger that bite rather than mullet or mud minnows or shrimp. So that's our bait of choice this time of year.
All right, B.
Another
nice one, man. Number 3.
Made that move out here and it's paying off big time.
Yes, sir. Got a little overcast in there, water got high, fish started going under the bushes, so we made a move. Came out here and it's been productive so far. Fish number 3 out here. Looking for a little bigger ones, but hey, every one counts, brother.
Right. Still fun right here.
Heck yeah, man. Nice work.
Another nice one. This ain't another one of those decent mid-slot fish.
So once we packed up our artificial gear and put the top waters away, we went out front, what we call out front, just outer islands, big heavy current, and immediately Brandon and I doubled up on 2 nice redfish, and it was really a changing point in the day. You know, picked us back up, and then from that point forward, we really just kept progressing and moving up and catching really great fish throughout the day.
Really healthy fishery with all those,
Hell,
even little ones, big ones, they're all fun.
And they're all eating. Here we go, boys.
Nice.
All right.
It's a bright red one there.
It is.
He is lit up. I find when you get that school that's feeding, them fish will be really lit up like that.
With all this moving water, this clean water, this incoming tide, even these mid-slot fish are fighting really hard out here.
Double
there we
it.
go. Nice work, Bubba.
Oh my God. Shark's about to get him. Like I'm about to
Get him in. Get him in. Awesome.
Not a monster, but nice.
Right.
Beautiful.
I did not see that shark.
It's hard to beat that double.
Yes, sir, it is.
I tell my clients and just people I'm fishing with all the time, when you hook one up, just always fire in there behind it. Even grouper and snook, anything like that. A lot of times those fish will follow the other ones and you can double up just like that.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to Captain Brian Sawyer, he's a really outdoorsy type person. I mean, you get those people that fish and can fish or they can hunt. If you get him on the water or in the woods, he'll get it done. From ducks, turkeys to fish, he's your guy. I personally love sight fishing redfish, and he is really, really good at it. That's why I chose him to really get me and put me on these fish, these sight fishing fish, because it's one of my favorite things to do, and it, as today, did not disappoint.
All right, Bubba.
That's one right there.
Yes, sir. Another good one, B. Just all mixed in with all these mullet out here, man. Pretty much, as soon as you get it out there, it takes them just a few seconds. The tide started coming up, so fish really started pushing into the bushes. You know, with that west wind and incoming tide, we kind of changed gears. We went out, got a little bit of bait, hit some high water spots where we knew the fish would be, you know, pushing and moving, a little bit more apt to eat, I guess. So that's kind of the route we took later in the day. We really wanted to get something done, and it panned out, and we ended up having a great day. Oh, you got a shark on.
Nice one too. Beautiful fish. You don't know where he wants to go. There you go. Nice fish.
All right. Heck
Another
yeah,
nice one.
Little chubby bunny. Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Another nice one. We knew we were gonna stay out there for basically the incoming and the outgoing tide, and that's just what we did. We stayed out for the whole entire incoming and the outgoing, which allowed us to fish multiple different zones where these fish would be. It's not about sitting in one area. Sometimes you gotta move around and find the fish, and that's what we did today.
Nice work, buddy.
This is actually a really nice fish.
Sounds like a real good one.
Switch it up, different color, and first cast.
I'll be darned.
Oh, damn it.
Shark on him? Oh no, man, that happens.
Big bull shark too, 8-9 footer. We didn't want to really kill the fish. We're about conservation, and we want those fish to live to fight another day, and with those sharks, they didn't stand a chance.
They can just sense that when those fish are getting fired up and
you can see that
they get into stress,
Yep.
those sharks come around immediately, man. Especially this time of year, it just, sometimes it gets out of control.
the last few years have seemed to be a lot worse sharks than I've ever seen.
Absolutely, it's gotten worse. They're starting to come out from underneath the mangroves.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's crazy. I've never seen them do that.
Well, it seems every fish we hook now is getting eaten or chasing by sharks. So we might as well go ahead and move on and not watch these fish get eaten. I don't want to sit here and hammer on them and just feed them to the sharks.
For sure. Once they're on to you, man, you're hard pressed to get another one.
Yeah, you
to
could
the boat.
tell once we caught a few, it was fine, and then all of a sudden it was like a light switch and 5 or 6 big sharks showed up. So
Absolutely. They'll be here again tomorrow.
that's right. I see a lot of bait jumping. Gonna be the last spot of the day. What are you thinking here?
Well, we got a high outgoing, so right now all these fish are, you know, pushed up underneath the bushes. We got the tide falling, so it's going to ease them out. So we're just going to get some baits up underneath these mangrove lines and see if we can't draw a few redfish to snook out.
Sounds good. Let's see if we can make it happen.
Let's do it, brother.
One thing I love about Homosassa is there's so many options. Like this morning, the topwater thing really wasn't working out for us, that we couldn't get them to stay connected. So there's always a plan B, even C or D here. You have so many choices of what you can target and how you can target them. That's why this is one of my favorite places to come.
There you go, B. Way to start us off.
Couple seconds in, got one hooked up. Nice little fish.
All right, buddy.
Drumming.
We'll take him to get going.
That's right.
There's some bigger ones underneath there. The little ones always get it first, right?
Absolutely.
Oh. A 3-second drag scream is one thing, but a 15-second drag scream's another, and I knew he had a stud on. I turned around and that fish was about 20 feet under the bushes.
Whoa, hey.
There you go, buddy.
Biggin.
Nice.
Oh no.
Better turn
It's
that.
a real one here. He's so far in the bushes though.
Get that rod tip down.
So we pulled up to what we thought was going to be our last spot of the day, and it ended up being, and the mullet were really working hard. The tide had turned and started ripping out, and I knew something good was going to happen. We pulled up there. First bait in was a nice red. The very next bait I threw up there, boom, big snook. I thought it was a redfish at the time. He made a huge run, anywhere from 20 to 30 feet into the bushes, and I kind of eased up on him because I didn't want to pull too hard and break the line, and I was able to work him out of the bushes, and once I got him out, I was able to see that it was a big snook, and it was an adrenaline rush, that's for sure.
Nice work. Way to pull him out of there. All right, B.
Big snook, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Big snook. Beautiful fish. Dude, he had me so deep in the bushes.
Oh man,
Absolutely
all right,
stud.
buddy. Heck
That's what
yeah.
we're looking for. Pop that out of there real quick.
Pretty healthy Homosassa snook right there.
That's
what
a
we're
good
looking
way.
to do.
That's a good way to end the day right there. I got the fish to the boat, and I knew that was going to be our ending fish for the day. I mean, what tops off a day in Homosassa better than a big snook? So on today's episode, we had a couple different things that worked for us. In the morning, we started off throwing a Rapala skitterwalk, the small one, and we were throwing it in a couple different colors. The mullet, we had a brighter color. We were really switching it up because we had a lot of fish that were short striking us. We ended up catching a few on it. We were having to work it really slow in that shallow water, and we were basically casting to almost every fish that we saw with that topwater, and that's the only thing we could really get them react to. They weren't getting it really good, but we couldn't get them to bite anything else. We threw some soft plastics at them and a few other things, and it just really was not working out for us with that. We had a few strikes on the topwater, and in the afternoon, we knew we had to make a big change. We ended up switching up to live bait and lightened our leader up, went to a 20-pound leader, a 3/0 owner hook, 10-pound diamond braid, because we were having to make a long cast to those spooky fish. This is a Certate 3000 by Daiwa, and then the 7/6 medium light rod really allows you to throw that bait a long ways and get into those groups of fish. And we had great success with this rig. We were hooking the pinfish towards the tail on the back, so that fish really got to kicking. And once that tide got up really high, we actually ended up adding a little float up the line a little bit, and we would throw that float right against the bushes and let that pinfish just swim straight into the bushes. That didn't allow him to get down into the roots, but he would swim straight back in there and get ate almost every single time with that cork. But that was our two keys to success today, was that pinfish, and then the topwaters were really getting a good reaction strike, and this combo was slinging both of them a long ways.
Nice snook, B. That's what we're here to do, man.
Stellar day. I would greatly
Solid.
appreciate it. The beautiful fishery, caught a ton of fish. It's just an awesome place to be.
Yes, sir, man.
The Homosassa River and all the way down to the Chassahowitzka is such a beautiful, quiet zone, and that's where I like to go. In a lot of my shows, you'll see I'm as far back in the woods as I can get, and this is another one of those places where I always look forward to coming, and I can't wait to get back.